Laura Vale's engaged.
I read it. Automobile man. Probably drives a truck.
If he does, at least she'll have something to go places in.
I got Myra her first job. I introduced her to Dillingham.
Yes, you did. She was in the net with Eileen and me before you ever saw her.
Who says so?
Ask the doorman down at the Globe. He used to have to carry her in.
She never took a drink when I knew her.
I can vouch for that.
This is the last time I work with Fagin. I rewrite 2 whole bars of the melody for him. When I ask him to rewrite 1 word of his lyric, he squawks. He's got it as a rose in June, and I want it as roses in June. Listen, here's his way. As a rose in June, and here's the way I want it. As roses in June, all the difference in the world.
Sounds just the same to me.
My way gives me a triplet and makes it twice as effective. Listen.
Wasn't that enough? Must have sit around here all night listening to that?
Why don't you go out? You could go out if you wanted to.
Who with?
You and Eileen. You and her could go somewhere?
You know she's got a date with Hart. I suppose you want me trailing along.
Well, I explained to you I can't go no place with this fella coming up. I told you a dozen times.
I don't expect you to take me anywhere except maybe for a walk around the block. It's free.
I don't enjoy sitting around here no more than you do. I'm not a nun.
That's the first I've heard about it.
Wait till this number gets over with. We'll go everywhere then.
Oh, sure.
You haven't heard it played yet. It's going to be another paprika. Did I tell you what Dave Stamford said?
Yes.
He said it's going to be another paprika. You want to tell me where it played? Dave Stamford says it's surefire.
The silliest thing in the world to me is a man trying to be a composer when he can't even play chopsticks.
I can play as good as I need to. I can play as good as Berlin, and he's turned out twice as many hits as anybody.
He knows what the people want. He appeals to women.
It ruins a composer to play the piano too good. It depends on fancy harmony and tempo instead of turning melodies.
All right.
Did you read that thing in the Boston paper about Pretty Polly? Turns out Gershwin hasn't given them 1 tune. 10 years from now, nobody will know there was a Gershwin.
At least he won't starve to death.
It was me that was responsible for bringing him and Georgia White together.
Why can't you see this man in the daytime instead of asking him up here?
Because I don't want to bring him into the office yet. That's why. I'm keeping him undercover until I get rid of Fagin.
If there's one thing that'll round out my day, it's entertaining a lyric writer.
This fella's different. He's got a fresh slant. Take fellas like Fagin that's been around Broadway all their lives, and all their lyrics start to sound just alike. I'd drop dead if Fagin gave me no idea. But this fella's got a fresh slant.
Fagin would drop even deader if he gave him a new tune.
I gave him Paprika, didn't I?
That's so long ago, I don't see how you can remember it.
Old man Goebel sure remembers it. So does Hart. They made enough money out of it.
Everybody makes money but you.
Yes, they do. There's plenty of fellas down at the club that's just as fun as I am.
That makes everything all right.
I'll tell you who's got money. That's this Stevens fellow.
Who?
Stevens, that lyric writer I was telling you about, he's
Well,
got money.
no, I think better than me.
He's a pretty nice kid, too. If Eileen's got a date with Hart, why don't she keep it? It's 8:30.
Don't you worry about that.
What about him and her anyways? If they're engaged, aren't they ever going to get married?
You'll know as soon as there's anything to know.
I'll wriggle off the hook somehow. If you ask me, he's getting tired of her already.
What makes you think that?